Hey guys, I just want to thank everyone again who came to my open challenge day. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well. And I think I am going to be doing another one. In total, I have 8 battles saved from yesterday, and I'm going to be posting them throughout probably the next week or so. And that should be interesting. So, yeah. I probably am going to do another one sometime due to the success of the first, and I hope to see you guys to that one as well. Here's the first battle I've had recorded from yesterday against a challenger called Poeman. I don't know if you have a YouTube, but if you do and you want me to link up to you, leave a comment about it, and I'll change the video description as needed. So, yeah, here's the match. So yeah, here's the match against Poeman, and this is the first match I had during my open challenge day. And he's going to lead with a Togekiss, I'm going to lead with my Metagross. This is just a standard match here. So he goes for the Thunder Wave, and that's going to paralyze Metagross, unfortunately, but I have a Lumberry on this thing, so it cures my paralysis, and I just set up Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to go for a Meteor Mash here, because I know he's probably going to set up the T-Wave again, but I end up getting Parahaxed, which kind of sucks, because I wanted to get a Meteor Mash off on that. But, oh well. So now I thought he was going to try to, like, Air Slash hacks me, so I go for the Bullet Punch, but he switches out into Gliscor. So that's pretty cool for him because, well, I don't know, he takes the Bullet Punch pretty well. So he goes Agility, I switch into Latias, and he's going to Baton Pass into his Salamence, which is not good for Latias, obviously, especially since I went for the Calm Mind this turn. And this is like a Calm Minding Latias, and I don't want to stay in because I know he's faster after an Agility, so I decided to go back into Metagross to take the predicted Outrage, or Draco Meteor, and he does go for the Outrage, which is really nice for me, because now he's locked into it. And he's going to have to go for it again, as I go for the Meteor Mash this turn, and that is going to be able to take down the Salamence, and that's just pretty nice for me. So the Mence goes down, and that's pretty cool, because I took down, I think, probably his team's most dangerous sweeper this early. So he goes back into Gliscor, and I think he's probably going to try to set up again, predicting my switch, so I decided just to explode and get rid of the Gliscor before it's like too much of a problem for me. So I do get the explosion off, and that's going to take down the Gliscor, which is pretty cool because I didn't want that thing, setting up on me again like it did last time. So I go out into Flygon now, not really sure what to expect, and he goes out into Togekiss, and I decide to go for the Stone Edge since it's super effective and I thought would KO at this point, but it doesn't. He survives in red health, which kind of sucks. Gets off an Air Slash. However, Air Slash doesn't even do half, but it was still kind of an annoying amount of damage, to be honest. And I just have to hope that Stone Edge hits this time, and it does, so I take down the Togekiss, which is nice. So now he's going to go out into Hippowdon, which, looking at my team, I really don't have a good counter for, and it could just be a big problem for me. So I go out into Latias just basically for a special Pokemon that should do more damage to the Hippowdon, and he goes for the Curse, which actually makes me kind of happy, because that means that it probably is not carrying Roar, since most Curse Hippowdons don't carry it. So I decided to go for the Calm Mind, because like I said, I don't think he has Roar, but instead he does. So I was like kind of confused at this point. I'm like, what? Roar and Curse on a Hippowdon? I didn't understand. But I go back into Latias, basically to dodge the Earthquake, and it does work out that way. And now I'm just going to go for the Dragon Pulse, just to get damage, because I kind of figure he's probably going to roar me out again. So I do some pretty nice damage to Dragon Pulse, and now he's going to roar me out again into Flygon, and I'm just going to U-turn to see what he does, because I'm not really sure what he's going to do. So I go for the U-turn, and he's going to switch out into Lucario, which isn't too bad for me, because now I can send out a counter to Lucario. I decide to send out my Zapdos, who of course has Heat Wave, which is, a pain for pretty much any Steel type in this metagame, and because of Luke's paper defenses, he's not going to take a Heat Wave. He's going to Swords Dance, I guess, hoping for the Heat Wave miss, or hoping that I don't have it, but I do have the Heat Wave, and that's going to take down Luke because of Luke's paper defenses. I guess fire beats paper, So Luke goes down, and that's pretty cool. So he goes out into a Heatran now, which he probably should have sent out last turn predicting my Heat Wave, but he just didn't. So he goes out into Heatran, and I'm I don't think Zapdos can take a hit too well from a Heat Ran. I was kind of thinking he was a Scarf Heat Ran at this point, so we out into Tyranitar, and he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. Thank God that Will-O-Wisp missed, because that would leave my Tyranitar completely useless. And I decided just to go for the Earthquake. I thought he would actually set up the Will-O-Wisp again, but he just goes into Hippowdon to take my Earthquake, which is still pretty good for him. So I decide to switch, and I go out on a Latias, so I don't get Earthquaked, but he does go for the Slack Off. So now I know this thing's entire moveset. He has Slack Off, he has Roar, he has Curse, and he has Earthquake, which means he can't hurt Latias, and he can't hurt Zapdos, which means this Hippowdon is not a threat. The only threat he has left on his team is Heatran. The only thing this Hippowdon can be successful doing is just stalling and being really annoying. So I go for the Dragon Pulse because I think he's going to roar, and he does. So I get sent out into Scizor, and I thought he would actually go for the Earthquake or the Curse this turn, so I decided to go for a Swords Dance, but he ends up just going into Heatran. So that's not too good for me, and I don't want to take a Fire-type move on a Scizor, so I'm just going to switch out, and I go out into Latias because I know Latias can take pretty much any Heatran attack. And he goes back into Hippowdon, which is actually pretty good for me, all things considered, because, Latias is one of those things that this Hippowdon really can't hurt anyway. So I'm just going to go for a Dragon Pulse, and he's going to go for a Slack Off, which kind of sucks because Slack Off heals more than Dragon Pulse is able to do at this point. So this Hippowdon can really just stall me out with, Slack Off and Roar, because Roar means I can't set up any Calm Minds, because it's going to roar me away. And Slack Off, that heals more than Dragon Pulse, it just, I can't do any damage, really. So he goes back into Heatran, and I actually do Calm Mind this turn, simply because I thought he would Curse or Slack Off again. But he ends up going into Heatran, which isn't too shabby for me, because the Calm Mind guarantees that this Heatran shouldn't do a whole lot to me, and I'm just going to try to take it out with Dragon Pulse now. And he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, which doesn't hurt Latias too much, because Will-O-Wisp, the burn only halves my physical attack, not my special attack. However, it's still going to be constant damage, which kind of sucks, and he's going to try going for the Lava Plume now, which isn't going to do anything, considering the resistance, the Calm Mind, and Latias' already good special defense. So, yeah, he ends up going just to Explode this turn, which takes out my Latias, but even though Latias is probably my best counter for Hippowdon, I really didn't need it, because Zapdos is also immune to every one of Hippowdon's attacks, and also has Hidden Power Grass to hurt it. So I really have this game won. It's just like a matter of time at this point, because the Hippowdon can probably stall me for a while. So I decided to go out in a Tyranitar, actually, to get off the taunt first, because if I taunt it, the only thing it can do is Earthquake, and then I can switch out into Zapdos, who can completely rape it. So I go for the taunt. He goes for the Earthquake, which is going to bring Tyranitar down to below half health. Tyranitar's left with a little over a quarter. So I decide now to go out into Zapdos, because I know he's basically locked into Earthquake, because he can't use any other move because of taunt. So I go into Zapdos, and I'm hoping that the taunt won't wear off in time, that I'll be able to kill him with Hidden Power Grass. So we'll have to see if I'm able to do that. So I go for the Hidden Power Grass this turn, and that's going to do pretty nice damage, I would say. So, yeah, it does pretty nice damage, and he's going to obviously use Earthquake, and it doesn't affect me. And guess what, guys? Yeah, Taunt wears off this turn, which sucks, because Taunt lasts 3 to 5 turns, so that was like the minimum amount of turns Taunt could possibly last. And I was wondering if he was actually going to play the card to, stall, but he does. And he slacks off. I'm not able to kill him with Hidden Power Grass, and he slacks off, so that sucks. And I'm just going to keep going for the Hidden Power Grass. Maybe eventually I'll get a crit, because that's kind of what I'm hoping for at this point, because this stall is gay. And, I'm kind of expecting a roar eventually. If he roars out into Tyranitar, I can always set up a taunt again. But he just roars, and this turn, which is actually really good, because now he's left at red health, I get roared into Scizor, and I'm hoping Bullet Punch can kill at this point. I mean, come on, Bullet Punch. You can do it. So I go for the Bullet Punch, and he survives. with a sliver of health. But luckily, he doesn't want to stall anymore. I mean, there's more battlers who are waiting to battle me, so he decides not to stall, realize he's lost at this point. So, good game, Poeman. I'm just going to finish him off with another bullet punch. Good game. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. And see you guys next time, where I'll be posting my second battle I've had yesterday, so stay tuned for that. Bye. Alright guys, today's question of the day is, did you show up yesterday during my open challenge day? Or did you not, I guess. And if you did, then give me some feedback. Did you enjoy yourself? What are some things that you felt should have been done better or differently? I'm always looking for feedback. Maybe I can implement it during my second open challenge day, which I don't know when is going to be yet. But if you have some feedback, please leave it, and that will be helpful for next time. Alright, so once again, thanks for watching, thanks for showing up to my open challenge day if you did so, and enjoy your Thanksgiving break if you have it. If not, then for you. Anyway, bye!